In August 1943, a French woman lay dying in an English hospital, while across the Channel in her native Paris, occupying German soldiers sat in cafes drinking coffee. At 34, she was young but probably felt much older. Ill and frail since childhood, she suffered from incapacitating migraines throughout her adult life. Intellectually and spiritually, though, she was precocious, a student of Homer, Plato, the Hindu Upanishads, and the Christian Gospels. Since her death, Simone Weil's witness has come to be admired by minds as diverse as the philosopher Albert Camus and Pope St. Paul VI, and her thoughts on beauty and eating might enliven today's gospel, the beginning of Jesus' bread of life discourse in John. Having witnessed the multiplication of the loaves, the crowd follows Jesus to Capernaum, asking him for a sign. It's unclear what was lacking in the previous miraculous multiplication of loaves and fishes, but they double down, reminding Jesus, in case he forgot, that Moses had given their ancestors manna in the desert. Jesus' response both consoles and provokes. "I am the bread of life," he says. "He who comes to me will never hunger again." The crowd will soon leave him, though, apparently not hungry enough to eat what Jesus is offering. Simone Weil was very much concerned with the relationship between eating and beauty. She believed we consume beauty rather than allow it to spring forth out of its hiddenness into our waiting attention. She wrote, "We want to eat all the other objects of desire. The beautiful is that which we desire without wishing to eat it." In this era of one-click purchasing and infinite scrolling, Weil's observations have only become more relevant. She challenges us to distinguish the cosmetic types of beauty in the world we are accustomed to chasing and consuming from the humbler, hidden realities of the Spirit. The Eucharist, however, strikes at Weil's distinctive notion that what is beautiful we should refrain from eating. Perhaps we aren't used to thinking of the Eucharist itself in terms of beauty. After all, no matter how bejeweled or sparkly the liturgical vessels and vestments are, we still perceive ordinary bread and wine. But in this moment, Jesus asks us to open the eyes of our faith, to encounter God's beautiful love incarnate again. But even more than that, further than most of us otherwise would probably be comfortable going, he commands us to literally eat of God's love. By doing so, we become mysteriously intimate with divine beauty. Most of us want to live beautiful lives, but we live in a loud, many-hued world where it's difficult to know true beauty from its counterfeits. My own eyes chase whatever glitters. My mind continually seeks out proofs for its self-importance. But the bread Jesus gives, reenacted in the Eucharist, questions this vicious appetite of mine and pushes me towards humility and self-giving. This is the bread of beauty. This is the bread of eternal life.